Last time we talked about the 4 chord. This is true. We listened to that Bach example. We talked about the 6 chord. We did the example in C major and in C minor. We listened. I don't remember this. I think we're about here. Is this where we're at? After the 6 chord?
No, because we were past that.
Were we?
Yeah, we did the
I think we were about
saving.
I think we were about at 1/7.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we are, 1/7 chord. The tonic 7th chord in its diatonic form is a major 7th chord in a major key and a minor 7th chord in a minor key. The minor major 7th chord in minor, although possible, is quite rare in the tonal tradition, although it is used freely in jazz. That's that mystery chord you guys keep talking about over there on Aurelia. Yeah?
A melodic minor? Is that what?
I've not heard it called that, but that doesn't mean that that's not called that. Yeah, I guess you're right. Minor triad, major 7th. And that would occur, that F sharp would occur in melodic minor, yeah. So there you go. G major, major, major 7th. G minor, minor 7th. With the occasional minor major 7th chord is what they're calling it. Notice that the book always gives you a capital M if there's a major 7th. Adding a 7th to the tonic triad obviously deprives it of tonal stability. Rather than being a harmonic goal or resting place in traditional tonal music, the tonic 7th is an active chord that demands resolution. It tends to move to a 4 or sometimes to a 2 or a 6, any of which might also contain a 7th. The chord of resolution must be one that contains scale degree 6, so that the chord 7th, scale degree 7, can resolve down. Some possibilities are illustrated in 15-19. Did you understand what it just said? So when you're on the tonic chord, your 7th of your chord is your 7th of your scale, is your scale degree 7. Yeah? Let me say that again. When you have a 1 chord, a 1/7 chord, the 7th of the chord is also scale degree 7 for your key. Yeah? All right, we are in D major. So a 1 major 7 going to a 4 major 7. The second one, letter B without the letter B. One major 7, minor 2, 4, 2. Letter C. right? We've heard that before. All right, D. Just another inversion of it. And letter E. One more inversion of letter B, going to the 2 chord. All right, now we're going to switch gears and go to their D minor. We're going to ignore the 2 sharps and institute the 1 flat. A little 1-4 progression. Letter B. Ooh. Half diminished. It's got a little dissonant tension in it. Letter C. First inversion. Going to the 4 chord. Letter D. Just another inversion of it. And letter E. There's that half diminished chord again. Questions? All right. Although the tonic 7th chord is by no means a frequently encountered sonority, it can be very effective when handled well. An example by Clara Schumann appears next. With the 7th... Yeah, go ahead.
What's sonority again?
Sonority. I would say sound. The quality of fact of being sonorous. That's a horrible definition. Resonance.
Relative loudness of a speech sound.
In music theory, a chord, particularly when speaking of non-traditional harmonies. The definition is the condition or quality of being resonant or sonorous. Let's see what Oxford says. Yeah, I don't know if we wanted that, but we got it. I don't know if this helped at all. I like this one. Sonority just means sound. So, although the tonic 7th chord is by no means a frequently encountered sound, it can be very effective when handled well. I'm going to go with that. Does that work? All right, we got an example by Clara Schumann when the seventh approached as a passing tone. With the seventh approach as a passing tone. The chord seventh could be analyzed as a non-chord tone, as is frequently the case with seventh chords of all types. The decision to analyze a tone as a seventh will be influenced by such factors as its relative duration or its suspension into the next chord. Excellent. They found an example that's ambiguous. And you're going to have to make a judgment call. How are you going to analyze it? I don't know if I checked my box. Let me share screen again. Make sure you've got audio.
Example 15:20.
It's pretty. She didn't get very much credit because she was a woman.
Example 15:20.
So what are they saying? Are you going to analyze that as a non-chord tone? Or as a seventh chord? The fact that it also is a non-chord tone here and delays arriving at the four chord. May or may not influence your decision, yeah? I want to hear the turn one more time.
Example 15:20.
Questions, comments, concerns? Well, that's all they have to say about the one chord. On we go to the three chord, the 3/7. The diatonic mediant seventh chord takes the forms illustrated in example 15-21. These chords occur most often in sequences of seventh chords. We are in F major. And we're in F minor. A typical instance of such a sequence is seen in example 15-21. The 3/7 usually progresses to a 6/7, a major 6/7, or just a major 6, as here, but it also may be followed by a 4 chord. The music shown is played by the string orchestra, while the soloists have a somewhat embellished version. A keyboard player would have improvised a realization of the figured bass. So here's a little Corelli.
Example 1522.
They didn't even give us a pink box. Come on. Where's our pink box? Why can't we be consistent?
Well, they got to make sure to go back and fix it in the next edition.
Goodness sakes. Here's your pink box right here. We're looking at that 3 chord. All right.
Example 1522.
All right. I'm going to play that sequence a little bit slower. Should still be holding that A flat. I apologize. And I think we're going to have more conversation about circle of fifth progressions or something like that shortly. Questions on the Corelli example or on the 3/7 chord?
I don't remember saying it, but did it say where it typically goes to?
It did. It said typically goes to the 6, but it also might be followed by a 4.
Okay.
And the 6 may or may not have the 7th. See how it's in parentheses there? So usually the 6 or the 4. And in this particular case, it went to the 6, which did have the 7. And it was a major 7. Other questions? Well, congratulations. We've arrived at the checkpoint. I hope you're as excited as I am. Question 1. The subdominant 7th chord often passes through some form of the chord on its way to 5. Did I read that wrong? Or was that a horrible sentence? I think they're missing their blank there, kids. I think there should be a blank right here. The subdominant chord often passes through some form of the blank chord on its way to 5. Do you remember this?
I'm assume 1. But no, I don't remember.
2 chord. Just like the subdominant triad, the subdominant 7th moves to 5, often passing through some form of the 2 chord on the way. Are we all right with that? What conditions create the 4/7 chord, not the major 4/7 chord, not the minor 4/7 chord, and the raised 6 half diminished 7th chord in minor. Whoa. Good thing we're having this checkpoint. Raise scale degree 6. Avoiding an augmented second. That's what it is for that.
Just a little bowl.
The subdominant 7th in minor with a raised scale degree 6 is a major minor 7th chord. Yeah? So the answer is raising our scale degree 6. Would you agree? Raised scale degree 6 results in a major 4/7 chord and a raised 6 half diminished 7th. You with me? My friend in the chat says melodic minor, yes. Yeah. You could say that as well, yeah. Although, I'd be careful. Because melodic minor assumes that you're not only raising 6, but also raising 7. So, that's one of those ambiguous things that theorists would love to argue about. All right, how does the addition of a 7th change the usual function of the tonic triad? Oh, we just read that. What was the answer? Anybody remember?
The 7 and the 1 chord makes it unstable.
Yeah, it takes away our stability. Good. Let's just read exactly what the verbiage was here. It deprives it of its tonal stability. But jazzers would say it makes it nice. I'm trying to think of a jazz song. Like Autumn Leaves or something. I'm in minor. Doesn't really work. That rare minor major 7. All right. Well, that was fun. We made it through our checkpoint. Are you ready for the 7th chord and the circle of fifths sequences? As we explained in chapter 7, the usual harmonic functions of most diatonic chords are closely related to the circle of fifths sequence. It is not surprising, then, that this is one of the most commonly used sequential patterns, and it can be found in various kinds of 20th century popular music as well as in example 3-10. Oh, shall we click on it and see what they're talking about? Hey, autumn leaves.
Example 3:10.
The fallen leaves drift by the window. The autumn leaves of red and gold.
Completely sung to you in a different key than shown to you on the score. My apologies to all you perfect pitch people out there.
What key was it in?
G minor? Instead of E minor? All right, so you can see that those are all up a fourth, down a fifth, up a fourth, down a fifth, or in this case tritone, up a fourth, down a fifth. That's that chord progression they're talking about, yeah? Where are we? All right. If the chords used in a circle of fifth sequence are seventh chords, certain voice leading conventions are almost always followed. Here's a list. If the seventh chords are in root position in a four-part texture, complete chords will alternate with incomplete chords having the fifth omitted, as in example 15-23A. I apparently clicked on the wrong thing. All right, what is 15-23A? We're in the key of G minor. What's that song? Just like Autumn Leaves. It's like T for two or something. I don't know. All right, B, still in G minor. How is that a one chord? You cannot call that a one chord and not give it some inversion. Man, we're full of mistakes today. All right, and C. cannot come up with that song. It's driving me nuts. All right. We are supposed to compare that. With 15-17. Sorry, 15-16. Which is the 4-chord one. We've omitted the 5th. Doubled our root on letter A. On B, we have all the chords. C, we take out the D. And in D, we double the F. We take out the 7th. So it's, I guess, in a way similar. If the 7th chords are inverted in a 4-part texture, either 6/5 chords will alternate with 4/2 chords, or 4/3 chords will alternate with root position chords. And they give us a Bach example.
Example 15-17.
And I'm totally confused what that has to do with anything.
Example 15-17.
What's funny about the complete versus incomplete examples they showed, they already had an example with the Clara Schumann where they put complete, incomplete, complete, incomplete above the score thing.
Where was that?
1 or 3? There.
That's Corelli.
Well, either way, it had it above it. I got the one wrong.
There she is.
It's the other one.
Which other one?
The one you
Corelli?
just passed, yes. On the top, see?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're also all root position, which is curious.
Well, that's because it says in root position you have to go from complete to incomplete. Alternate.
But they don't.
Oh. Well,
They're all in root position.
yeah, that's what it said. Unless I'm mistaking what it said.
Oops. Come back.
If the 7th chords are in root position, go up 1. Yeah. Complete chords will alternate with
right.
incomplete chords.
Right. But it has nothing to do with inversion.
2.
They can be in they can be in
Any version.
Yeah.
Inversion, yes.
Yep.
But I don't understand why they didn't just show that example and be clear.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
If the 7th chords are inverted in a 4-part texture, either first inversion chords will alternate with third inversion chords, or second inversion chords will alternate with root position chords. Their link's broken. That's what's up. They want to take us to where we were when there was 3 lines and I played them all. Where did that go? Here. This is where they want to take us, but their links are broken. So we alternate first inversion, third inversion, and they alternate second inversion root, second inversion root, second inversion root. These ones are all root position. Do you remember these? G minor. And then the third one. That's what they, I think what they wanted.
Not true. It's true.
All right. Notice that with the exception of the bass line in 15-23A, every voice either stays the same, indicated by dotted ties, or moves down by step. Great. And that's the end of the section on seventh chords and the circle of fifths sequence. Any questions on that? Self-test 15-1. Here we go. Notate the following chords. Use accidentals, not key signatures. I don't want to search. Well, how aggravating is that? They don't really zoom. Okay, I'm an F major and I want a 4-6-5 chord. What's the 4 of F?
B flat.
B flat. So we need B flat, D, F, and A. Is that right? Or is it A flat? Or an F minor, right? Which is the same as
A flat.
A flat major. So we do have an A flat there. Also, if we didn't have an A flat there, it would be a major seventh chord, which would require a major M to be printed, yes? Because we have 6-5, that tells us that the D has to be in the bass. Is this correct? Does that look right? Any particular number that you're dying to do here?
$13.
13. A minor, 2 half diminished in first inversion. All right, what's 2 in A?
B.
B, D, F, and A. First inversion means we got to put the D on the bottom. Is this true? Let's do number 12. What's the 4 of E flat?
A.
A flat. Notice we have the major M there. Four, 3, what inversion is that?
Second.
Second inversion. That puts the E flat on the bottom. Is this true? I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright. Do we all see how to do these? Excellent. Did we already talk about what to do in the workbook and what not to do in the workbook? I think so. All right. Analyze the following chords. Be sure your symbols indicate chord quality and inversion. In E minor, I have a B, a G, a D, and an F sharp. What is my root? Well, what we got to do is we got to take all of our notes and stack them in thirds. We got a B, a G, a D, and an F sharp. For the F sharp to be the root, we also need an A. True. A third away would be an A, which we don't have. That can't be our root. For our D to be our root, we need a D, an F sharp, which we do have, an A, which we don't have. So D cannot be our root. For G to be our root, we need a B, which we have, a D, which we have, and an F sharp. G is our root. Just to prove that it's not B, for B to be our root, we need a D, which we have, we need an F sharp, which we have, and we need an A, which we don't have. B cannot be our root. Did everybody see what I just did? That's how we know where our root is. So G is our root. If E is 1, G is
3.
3. And in minor, 3 is minor. Now, if G is my root, that would be 7. If B is my root, that would be first inversion, which is 6/5. True story?
It would be capital though, right?
Would it?
Major 7 chord.
Did I
Yeah,
do
it's
it
a
wrong?
major 7.
So the
Oh,
3 would
poop.
be uppercase.
Yes, it would. And we also need the M, so I'm just going to erase all that. I did not go into 7th chord mode. I went into, I don't know what I did. I just got it flat out wrong. And we have to put the M there. Yeah.
How can you tell so fast that it's a major 7th instead of just a regular 7 dominant?
Are you asking me or are you asking Ethan? Because I got it totally wrong.
It's got an F sharp.
Well, you know GBD is a major triad. Major 7th. I don't know how to answer your question as far as speed, but I do know how to answer your question for accuracy, says the guy who missed it. If you can draw a piano, you should have 4-3-4, shouldn't you? So G, B, D, F sharp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4 is a major 7th. 4, 3, 3 is a dominant 7th. 3, 4, 3 is a minor 7th. 3, 3, 4 is a half diminished 7th. And 3, 3, 3 is a fully diminished 7th.
How do you notate a minor 7th again?
A lowercase Roman numeral and a 7.
Okay.
Let's do another one. I've got an F major, and I've got an F, a B flat, a D, and a G. An F, a B flat, a D, and a G. All right. If my F's going to be the root, I need an F, and an A, and a C, and I don't have it. If my B flat is going to be the root, I need a B flat, a D, an F, and an A, and I don't have it. If my D is going to be the root, I need a D, F, and an A, and a C, and I don't have it. If my G is going to be my root, I need a G, a B flat, a D, and an F, and I've got it. So G is my root. G in the key of F is 2. Is this true? G, B flat, D is a minor triad. G, B flat, D, F is a minor 7th. So it's a 2. Minor 7th, but 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 2. Did everybody see what I did and how I did it? Questions? All right, next one. We're in D major. Let's have you guys all answer this one in the chat privately. D major. I've got a C sharp. C sharp. A B. An E. And a G. What's my root?
Let's see.
C sharp's my root. If C sharp's my root, I need some kind of an E, which I've got. I need some kind of a G, which I've got. I need some kind of a B, which I've got. So, everybody answer this one in the chat privately. Good, Skylar. Close. Your triad's right. Good, Ethan. Good, David. You're missing one thing, Ethan Spikes, which I don't know if you know how to do on your keyboard. Let me see if I can remember how to do it. It's Option O on my keyboard. Do you see it? So a couple of you put C sharp diminished 7 chord, which is not correct. It is a C sharp diminished triad, but from C sharp to B, from C sharp to B is not a diminished 7th, right? It's a half diminished. Yeah, so option O is half diminished, and option 0 is the degree symbol to get you the fully diminished. Fully diminished symbol. So this is VII circle with a slash through it 7 because we're in root position. Does everybody see that? Questions?
I only have questions on the Alt or Option because I am not getting that.
Okay. I'm on a Mac. Are you on a Mac?
No Windows.
Well, that's a whole nother bag of worms.
Yeah, but he said it worked with Alt and it doesn't.
So Alt and 0 gets you what?
Nothing.
What does Alt and O get you?
Oops. Nothing.
Yeah, PCs have a whole nother, what is it called? Unicode, I think. They have their own codes to get those symbols. What just happened? On a PC, you can type Alt 248, supposedly. I don't know if that's true. On a Mac, you can type Option Shift 8 or
It worked.
Option 0.
With when I use the keypad.
Ah,
Or I think it's not when you hold the keys down. So 248 does work. But how do you do the half diminished?
let's find that out next. What's interesting to me is if I go between the two, you can see one's slightly bigger than the other. Option Shift 8 versus Option O. Okay, how to type half diminished. Option O on the keyboard, which we knew for the Mac. So it looks like 191. I think that probably is why they're always different on McGraw-Hill.
191 makes like a weird upside down L.
What about Shift 5? Nope. Obviously. Well, that's for finale. That's the finale form we don't want to be on. Oh, here we go. The 4-digit alt code is what we want. How'd you get it, Skylar? Oh, yeah, you're on a Mac. Half diminished symbol, alt, code. Alt 0188. Did it work?
That's 1/4.
1/4. How about Alt 248? Oh, that's going to be the diminished. Did it work? Alt 248?
Diminished. So yes, but not half diminished.
Well, you can go to the wiki and copy and paste it. This is what we need right here. Let me get my annoying things off the screen. Sure, love cookies. Get off my screen. For the love.
Sounds like you're having fun, Dr. B.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand why we can't just give us a diminished sign. Degree slash. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? Come on, Wikipedia, come through for us. David's got it. Alt 0248, did it work?
Started mashing buttons on the thing to find it, but I'm glad he found it first.
Did it work?
Taken me forever. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a fun rabbit hole. Okay. I have no idea where we were. We were in the middle of this. Does everybody understand how to do these? Any questions on part B? You're going to have a workbook page just like it. All right, part C. Analyze the chords and non-chord tones in the following excerpts. Comment on the voice leading involving any of the chords discussed in this chapter. Each numbered blank indicates where a chord is to be analyzed. In many cases, it would be equally valid to analyze the chords as non-chord tones. We get a little Bach example here.
Self-test 15-1 C1.
What key are we in?
E minor.
E minor. Minor 1. Minor 1. Minor 1. Minor 1. 1-6. One 6-4. With a suspension. All right, I've got an A, an E, a C, an F, and an A.
Two?
Two what?
I don't know. I hadn't gone that far.
You're right, it is a 2. Two half diminished. If F's on the bottom, it's 7. If A's on the bottom, it's 6-5. If C sharp's on the bottom, it's 4-3. If E's on the bottom, it's 4-2. Does everybody see how we got that? All right, third chord. We've got a D sharp, an F sharp, and a G, and a B, which doesn't add up. We've also got a D sharp, an F sharp, an A, and a C. One of these is passing tones and one of these is not. What say ye? I'm also saying that this is a non-chord tone.
Self-test 15-1, C1.
This is a 3-4-3.
No. I can see why you did that. You would analyze the as a G, a B, a D, and an F sharp, right? I can see that. Yeah, I think you could argue that, Pete, but the book said that these are the oops. The book argued that these are passing tones. And then that makes us analyze it as a what?
7.
Yeah. Okay. Next, I've got a F sharp, an A, a D sharp with a B being held over. Don't forget this B, yeah?
It's a 5 chord.
Yes, it is. What inversion?
4-3.
5-4-3. I will buy that. Good. We got our 1/6 in. All right, here we are with an A, a C, an F sharp, and an A.
Two, 6, 5.
Ah, close. We've got an F sharp, an A.
Or 2, 6.
Yeah. Yep. The A is our duplicate that we're just going to throw out. So it's a 2 diminished 6. Yeah? All right, we got our 1/6. What's that non-chord tone there?
An F.
An F? What kind of a non-chord tone is it?
I'm assuming either. Okay, never mind. I was going to say passing, but is it a suspension?
It is a suspension. What should my numbers be?
Two, 3.
Uh-uh.
Okay, I thought it was with the most dissonant, but I guess you have to do it with the bass, huh?
Yeah, you only do it with the most dissonant. What did we read yesterday? Something about the bass?
I think it was, now that I'm thinking about it, most dissonant if the suspension is actually in the bass.
Yeah, right. Right.
So in this case, it would just be a 5-4.
5-4, you got it. Good. All right, next. We got a B, an E, and an F sharp. What are we going to do? One of those does not belong. One of these things is not like the other. Sesame Street? No? Okay. If you had to put money on one of those being a non-chord tone, what would it be?
The E.
The E? All right, that leaves us with B, F sharp. But we've got this half of the beat to deal with as well. I can see conceivably this being a B, D sharp, F sharp, A. Does that work? That would cause us to bird the CRG, resulting in two non-chord tones in one beat. And how?
4/7?
4/7. How do we get 4/7?
Because it's B. B's the root, isn't it?
I'll buy the 4. I won't buy the 7.
Why?
Play by violin instead.
I will buy a vowel, Pat. Can I tell you how excited I am for LeVar Burton to be the guest host of Jeopardy? That's really exciting. So we're going to say sus4. Are we okay with that? Where's the 4 go? Just a 3, yeah? Does that work? And then we're just going to call this a passing tone? Good job, team. We almost made it through the whole thing. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a screenshot. Remind me next time that we already did all this. And we can finish and not do it all again. How about that? Is that all right? I'll see y'all tomorrow at ear training.
Thanks, Doc.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Dr. B.
All right. Piano and